क्या वो
स्टार्ट हो गया
नहीं अभी से नहीं चालू चलो। हाँ जी सर हेलो 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 ठीक है आवाज़ तो आती है एग्जैक्ट 4 o'clock
Yeah, good evening, friends. This is Dr. Bangar Raju. I'm a professor and head of the Department for Transportation Management from College of Management and Economic Studies, UPES, Dehradun. I've got close to 20 years of experience from corporate and from the academics. From the corporates, had worked with Adani, Jindal Group, and then shifted to academics after completing my PhD in port and shipping management. Today, I would like to discuss about this unique program called MBA Port and Shipping Management, the prospects, what the industry demands, and what are the career options for our students of MBA Port and Shipping Management. To convey that, we are one of the pioneers to launch this MBA Port and Shipping Management since 2006, and our uniqueness about this domain has been widely been accepted by the industry. So I'll just go through a small give you a small outlook about this MBA Port and Shipping Management. The first one is, I would like to say, we all know about Microsoft, what Microsoft does, what is the volume of business which Microsoft does, which you go and see every day-to-day life and you discuss everywhere. But today I would like to say there's one company which is doing equal business like with Microsoft, that is Maersk. Maersk does equal volume of business in shipping, logistics, which is close to around 60 billion US dollars. And the hilarious thing is that not many people know what is the business or the volume does this Maersk does which we are not aware in the market out there. So also we have a concept called sea blindness. Like we do not know what are the careers in in the shipping and in the port sector. Generally, people feel that this MBA port and shipping management where the people travel on the ships or they need to work on board on the ship. That's what the career is. Like any captain or a second officer or third officer. But tell you that the career, what our MBA port and shipping management is not to travel on the sea, but it's all on the land where I'll discuss about some areas. As you can see on the screen, like you have various careers in related to this shipping industry. That is on the ground. That is crew supply, travel services, technical management, IT systems, commercial management, legal services, media services, logistics, sea going maintenance, insurance services, underwater engineering, bunker services. Now, bunker services means that fuel supply for these ships, which we call as bunker services. Then average adjusting, Marcas. Marcas is the software support for the shipping. Then financial services, ship agency, training services, consultancy services, leisure management. So these are the various options you have in careers in this port and shipping management, which is invisible industry, which we don't see day to day in our life. But still, you have got a great career in these areas. So I'll just go through the next step in this. The seaborne trade, like that is the volume of business which happens through the seaborne, is 90% of the global trade in volume, and 70% by value. The rest is by the air and by the sea. Now, 70% of the globe is covered by water. The oceans and the seas are not only divided continents, but also lend them services to be used as unlimited waterways for transportation of man and materials on a larger scale. Like the discoveries of all the great and we are aware countries and all has happened through travel by sea in the past. So this water resources, which is quite cheaper in cost, is the major mode of transport for the global trade. International scenario, to give you a picture, like I think many people do not know, like we have a world fleet as of 2014, around 53,000 vessels or ships which carry cargo. Out of the 89,000, close to 90,000 vessels which are available on the sea. The other vessels carry crew. They are into research activities and all. But the the number of ships which carry cargo are around 53,000 in numbers. And it is estimated that 85% of the international trade in terms of tonnage was transferred by the sea in 2014, in the year 2014. The merchant shipping is an international service. The ships are owned by these, ships are owned by, all these are owned by around 22,000 companies with an average of 4 ships registered under 191 different flags. Different flags is nothing but they are registered with, different countries over there. So quite interesting that, you have got 22,000 companies which are owning at an average of 4 ships. Each company, if you divide this 89,000, at an average they are owning around 4 ships per company. So those are the number of companies which are there in this maritime trade, which is nothing but in the area of port and shipping. Looking at the Indian scenario, I think we all are aware that we have got major ports in India. This major ports are by the Act of 1963, which has come by the federal government control. And there are also non-major ports which are under the state governments or which are done under PPP mode, public-private partnership with the state governments and all. So these are around 176 major ones, but around 141 non-major ports are operational. and 13 major ports are governed by the government of India. Now, out of the 13 major ports, six are on the east coast and 7 are on the west coast. Now, to note that the 13 major ports, even Andaman Nicobar is, port is the Port Blair port is the 13th major port. Now, if you really look at the Indian tonnage, so the Indian tonnage currently is around 10.11 million tons. Indian flagged vessels carry, and if you really look at CAGR growth rate is around 8.4% cargo traffic across India, which is much higher than the GDP of India, and it is expected to register around 1200 million metric tons, 1200 metric tons by the year 2017, which is at a CAGR of 6%. And this, with major and non-major ports expected to grow at CAGRs of 5% and 9% respectively. To note that the non-major ports, which is the private sector, are set to grow at 9%, which is quite, at a more, which is at 9% than the 5% which is by the major ports. So this is where our students find a career in these non-major ports. I mean, I have also put up a graph, where these non-major ports and major ports are handling. So it's quite interesting to see the growth rate which is out there. World seaborne trade by commodity. Now, this cargo which is being transported. Now, which are the areas which are which are the commodities that this transport is happening? The first one is the energy. Energy accounts for 38% of this cargo, like POL products, coal, gas. So these are the energy products which are transported, and this is the major one. Now, this energy like your oil and all. Crude oil and all are transported by tankers. LNG and all, you have specialized LNG products, and you also have coal carriers, bulk carriers which carry the coal. Next one is the metal industry. Metal one are both the ferrous and the non-ferrous metals like steel, aluminium. So these are the metals which are mostly transported. Then the agricultural products, which are the commodities like rice, your cereals and grains, which are transported over there. One of the significant type of cargo which is having a high growth rate nowadays is the containerized cargo. So they account for 15%. Then other than this, the other cargo which we feel are nothing but the other cargo are around 12%, which are like chemicals or etc. These products go for 12%. So this is how the seaborne trade commodity wise they are all divided. Okay, if I really look at on a human resource point, how this maritime industry is divided. The first one I'll come to the right side, which is nothing but the crew or the floating staff, which is on board. Like you have a captain, you have officers, you have marine engineers, and these are all operations at the sea. Now for that, there's a separate course called nautical science and all. But please, I would like to tell all the members who are there in this webinar that we do not cater to this human resource requirement, but we cater to the human resource requirement is on to the left. That is nothing but the shore staff. That is the management staff, service providers, port operations on the shore and all. These are the areas where our students of port and shipping, find a career and all. So, this is where we would be concentrating in our MBA port and shipping management, where you will be definitely having a career on the onshore. Just look at this, my presentation, where you will see different bodies, different shipping operations, what are the management company, regulatory, shipyards, charterer, finances, all have put up in this matrix over there. Now, if you really look at all this, now the question comes, which area do we find a career for our port and shipping management students or maritime students? All those which are marked on the red, like management company, bunker supplier, ports, charterer, ship broker, ship owner, shipyards, cargo owner, freight forwarder, consignee suppliers, traders, all those which are marked with the red are the stakeholders, are the stakeholders where our UPS professionals find their careers in maritime industry. So this is where where we find our students are perfectly fit for this in the industry over there. Uh, Just look at the Indian Peninsula map, which is there on your screen. You could see how many ports we have marked. These are some of the ports which are there. Like starting from the left is the Adani Mundra to Mumbai JNPT, Marmugua. All those which are marked, on the bold and black are all nothing but these, major ports like Kandla, Mumbai, Marmugua, New Mangalore, Cochin. Then on the east coast you have Tuticorin, Ennore, Chennai, Vishakhapatnam, Paradeep, Haldia, Kolkata. These are all the major ports. But the minor ports or the non-major ports are nothing but which are in the private sector. Look at Gujarat. Gujarat has got close to around 40 non-major ports, catering to the Gujarat and also the northern India. Then you have like Ratnagiri, Reddy, Karwar. Then you have got Calicut, Alleppey, then Nagapatnam, Kadalur. Then you have Machilipatnam, Kakinada, Gopalpur, Paradip, sorry, Dhamra. So these are the non-major ports which are also coming up, competing with these major ports. Then I also please note that we also have dry ports in our country. Dry ports are nothing but the ports which cater to the exports cargo within the country. The next slide shows the dry ports. You can see, these clusters of dry ports. If you like to see, there is a cluster number 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like in the south, you have got. So these are the clusters of dry ports, or we also call as inland container depots, or container freight stations. Now these are also areas where we find career for our students, and there's a great demand for portation shipping students in these dry ports also. Like Amritsar has got, Ludhiana has got, Gwalior has got, Ajmer has got a inland container depot. Delhi, we did not say, there are close to around 15 inland container depots. Bombay has got a great number of inland container depots which cater to the main ports. Aurangabad has got, then Pune has got a dry port. So Coimbatore has got dry port, Bangalore has got, Hyderabad has got, Nagpur, Indore, Kanpur, Guwahati, Bhopal, Delhi, Moradabad, Panipat, all these clusters, which are shown you on the thing. So these are, these dry ports are the, quite we are not aware that these dry ports, are the areas where we have a requirement for maritime professionals. There are the port and shipping professionals, but many of our students, join over here. Please do not think that by doing an MBA port and shipping management you will have a career only at the ports where you need to go down the south in the peninsula. But many of our students are there in the north, that cluster number 27, 7, 12, 24, 26, 28 I had shown, at Delhi, Amritsar, Ludhiana. I mean, a lot of people find placements over there. And what do we teach in MBA port and shipping management? I have just laid down our domain program, the main programs. These are the programs we subjects we teach of MBA port and shipping. Apart from that, you have your other subjects like economics, accounts, finance, strategy, HR department subjects. So all these subjects are there, but we have these subjects in our curriculum: port and terminal management, port planning, marine insurance, maritime economics. Like these are the port related. Then in the shipping related, you have information technology for shipping sectors. Then ship agency management, ship chartering and brokering, liner management, maritime health safety and environment management, supply chain related to port and shipping, marketing of shipping services, container management, ship operations. So these are the different subjects you have in our port and shipping management, catering to both port sector and also to the shipping sector. Like the careers what we have. First, I'll talk about the summer internship. Summer internship is an integral part of our curriculum where every student, after finishing his 2 semesters in the campus, need to go for a summer internship in any of the domain companies, like related to say port and shipping management over there for 6 to 8 weeks. Now the summer internship programs where our students generally who are the repetitive customer, our industry who accommodate our students are Vizag Port, that is on the east coast, Dhamra, Shipping Corporation of India, Maersk Line. Like I have already told you, Maersk does around $60 billion of business. Maricon Chartering, ICD is in Delhi, NYK. NYK is a Japanese shipping line which regularly looks for our students over here. They are the one of the day one recruiter over here. Indian Ports Association, that is Indian Ports Association is a body under the Ministry of Shipping. Then GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. Then Adani Port. I think Adani is one of the largest private port in the Gujarat sector, which is also a Mundra port. Then Chogle Brothers in Goa, LCL Logistics, DBC Port Logistics. DBC Port Logistics is an ICD, Inland Container Depot, I told you, dry port. Then Glencore. Glencore is one of the largest trader of mining products like coal and iron ore and all. Then Chennai Port Trust, Hind Terminals, and SR Ports. SR Ports is the part of the SR group, Vadinath Terminal and all, where our students go for a summer internship over there. They are given the live exposure to what is happening at the port. They learn on a specific task which is given to them, and training is being given on them. And some of these companies also pay summer internship also. They pay for doing summer internship if the student is really having good merit and a live project is available. Quite interesting to know that this year around close to 10 students have been offered paid summer internship at these ports over here. Then I'm just giving you. We also have industry visit as a part of the program. Just giving you some photographs where they have gone to this thing, like they have gone to Vishakhapatnam port or there. Then they also have gone to Adani port at Mundra. We also take our students to one of these inland container depots also as a part of the program. Like they are going to container depot like in Delhi and all. So where we give them live exposure what is happening over there. Now, beyond the syllabus, what are the activities we do at our department? First one is like research activities. We do a lot of research activities with Indian Port Association, which I had already discussed before. Indian Port Association is a part of is an organization under the Ministry of Shipping, and we also our faculty have also written a lot of live case studies with ports like APM Pipavav Port and also Vishakhapatnam Port. So we have been given also given permission to publish on that. Then we also have a Jalasva club for our port and shipping management students, where various activities, extracurricular activities related to our domain are taken over there. Also have given you some glimpses of like we do management development programs in coal, and how the Jalasva program which is there. Yeah. What is the support we give to our students over here? It's nothing but student mentoring and support what we give. We give placement selection improvement program called PSI, where you go for before you go for final placements, you are given a vigorous 1 week program training over there, so that your chances of getting placement selection is much high. Then we also have PEP personality enhancement program which we give in the campus. Personality enhancement program is better communication skills, better teamwork, all these are taught. Then you also have course coordinators over here who would be counseling you, mentoring you constantly for your section. Then we have a great or a good student participation in research activities, publication conferences. We have in-house international conference called ICMI, which our students of port and shipping actively participate in this. What is the edge what we have, what our program makes, definitely why is it acceptable in the industry? That's the one many people ask this $1 billion question. The first one we have is a chartering society, a ship chartering society. Please, what is chartering? Chartering is nothing but you hire a ship from a vessel owner, by the cargo owner, So a cargo owner, hires a ship for a certain period of time or for a route to, to transport this cargo. That's called as a chartering in our shipping terms. So you can be a charterer also who is hiring. So many of these companies look for that, and also you can be a broker where you could be a middleman between the ship owner and also a person who is chartering the ship. So we have a live ship chartering society where the vision of the society is to provide on-the-job exposure to the students, and the edge is to be readily deployable to commercial shipping industry by infusing professionalism into academics through training and ship chartering tasks to UPS students. This approach in maritime industry is something first of its kind in the country. Please do understand that we have a subject called ship chartering and brokering. Now that teaches, we teach theory in that, but in the ship chartering society we teach the practical one, how this is done and all, and so that the company does not need not waste their time in training you again in this. So you are readily available to go into the chartering this thing. And to encourage, generally they feel that women do not find careers in in shipping. Well, that is actually a myth. So as per we have an organization, international organization called Vista. Women's International Shipping and Trading Association. So our students, our female girl students are also members of this Vista. Through the Vista, special focus is given on careers for girl students also, so that their specific needs are taken, or their careers are taken into consideration. Like, you need not be exposed to the physical operations side and all. You are on the management side in the office, contributing to the shipping industry. So there are specific careers and jobs for the girls also, which are quite very much demand in the market now. This is the program edge we have over here. Now, one glance, if we really look at, where do we find our career? Note, we have got 176 non-major ports, private, and there are private port terminals. There are shipping lines, there are ship chartering companies, ship brokering companies, freight forwarders, logistic service providers, and maritime consultancy firms. These are the broad different kinds of companies which look for our students in the maritime industry. If I really look at what are the domains or profile, what they'll be looking like, private port operators initially, who are the main ones, like Adani, Mundra, who have come this year for recruitment, SR, they look at for their departments like operations and terminal operations, marketing, revenue management, cargo, commercial, resource planning. So the profile would be generally a management trainee, assistant manager, or manager. The career would be in such a way that you would end up as being a CEO of this port, or a chief operational officer, a CEO of this port. So your growth prospects are quite high in this. Then you have major ports also, but nowadays major ports have given some terminals, one or two berths where the ships are handled, to private terminals also. So over there also you find similar. There also are recruiters. There also you find terminal careers in terminal operations, marketing, revenue management, cargo, commercial, resource planning, management. Then the profile is again like a management trainee you are taken, or assistant manager, and then you become a CEO of that company which is there. Then we also have who are there in vessel operational, ship chartering. So the companies are Shanshin, Shiva Bulk, NYK, and Transocean. These are all quite interesting to know that there are prime recruiters based in Bombay, and they take you as an analyst or a management trainee. And again, you have a great career trying to make out and be the CEO of the organization which is there. Then you also have companies which are giving shipping services, ship brokering, ship agency, business consultancies. These are nothing but these are the supporting companies to the main shipping industry. First one in consultancy are nothing but Drivery. Drivery Maritime Consultancy is a UK-based consultancy firm which is there in NCR in Delhi. They look for our students as generally the toppers are taken by these. They look at as research analyst, as a consultancy, and in those domains they look for our students. And the profile is like management trainee or research analyst. Then we have Interocean, which is one of the largest chartering company, a ship broking company. Then Maricon Chartering. Then Maersk Global Services. Then Brisk Marine is also a chartering and brokering company. Then JM Bakshi. JM Bakshi is in the ship agency part, which is quite known. Then Shreyas Logistics. Shreyas Logistics is into the inland shipping and all. Then ICAP Chartering is also a chartering firm. So these are one of the main recruiters in our, in ship services and ship brokering and all. I'll also come, I have also spoken which are the ICDs in the previous discussion we had, like inland container depots, which are called as dry ports. Now, those who have taken us over there are nothing but Albatross CFS. Then also we have terminal operators, logistic services providers in this category. So Albatross CFS, APL Logistics, Van High. Van High is a shipping line. Then Transport Corporation of India, TCI, Transasia Lines. These are the shipping lines where our students have been recruited in the departments like cargo operations, facility management, resource planning, export import terminal, process and documentation, vessel cargo handling. And these are departments where they have been recruited, and the profile is like a cargo supervisor, a cargo officer, or an assistant manager. Then we have also charterers who recruit us. Charterers are nothing but those companies who hire the ships directly for transporting their coal, they are generally the traders and all. For one example is KCT, that Karam Chand Thapar. They take for their chartering department, for the operations part also. Then we have Kargil International, JSW, that is Jindal Southwest. Then we have Navoil, where our students have been recruited over there. So not only the shipping companies and the service providers or the shipping lines or the ports, but also large organizations which are into export or import of cargo, which are into traders. They also need our port and shipping students. Top recruiters of maritime industry, if you really look at this port and shipping industry, which are the top recruiters are Adani Port, which then Dhamra Port, which is on East Coast, Interocean, Maricon Chartering, Brisk Marine, then SR Ports. I think these we have already discussed, and I given you other like Halani Shipping, Shiva Shipping, Van Hyline, Tech Shipping, Gati, APL Logistics, Albatross CFS. These are this thing. Please, I would like to make a great stress that this year the outgoing batch which has gone, we are the first department or we are the first MBA department to go for 100% placement for all the students who have passed their MBA program. So we are given 100%. We are the first domain this year to go for this year. So that is a really good news that our students are being quite very much in demand. So just have they have entered into fourth semester, the 100% placement we could achieve. We thank all some of these recruiters who have supported our program or respected or have been looking for our students. Uh, then some star performers. We have last year's outgoing student, Mr. P. Kumran. He had some experience of around 4 or 5 years. So Maersk has taken him at around 12 lakhs per annum. Then we also have the topper, Mr. Mustansha Lokhandwala. So he has joined in Brisk Marine Services. He was also a member of the UPES Ship Chartering Society. He was a founder member. And so just giving you a live, just an example, how our students have been this thing. Then what are the teaching methodology we have, please understand that, we don't teach what we know. We don't teach what we know, but we always teach or try to inculcate that knowledge which is required by the industry, by the maritime industry, by this port and the shipping industry. So the culture is such a way that we teach, and we also try to give you a practice approach and use of also advanced technology and all. Then progressive approach, we have learning through practical application. We have great number of case studies which we discuss. Case studies which have been published even in Harvard, at a global level, which are discussed in So we have a learning process where the case studies are discussed. Then we also are encouraged to deliver lectures at various national. We have been invited India and abroad. Then the university has also organized several national and international conferences, where the student is given a great opportunity to learn, you know. Then, what are the prominent aspects of teaching? What is the strength of the faculty? You would have seen the profiles of the faculty, but what is the strength of the faculty? What we have here. First one is experiential learning. So the faculty has got great learning from the industry. It is not that we all have come from pure academic background. So most of us are from the industry. Then you have a great, very good industrial tour, which is practically you're sent to the port and to the given exposure over there. Then you also have internships over there. Then you have lectures from the industry stalwarts. Some subjects or some modules are taught by this thing. Like I could also give you the names like Captain Y. Bhattacharya, Captain Butalia, Mr. Yogesh Jatta, Mr. AJ Rao, who is the MD of Indian Port Association, comes and delivers lecture over here. Then we also have international academic alliances for we also have we are trying to have a tie up with Hong Kong to for a student summer internship over there. So we have such initiatives where our program is widely accepted. This is what I would like to say. Thank you. You could also ask me any questions in specific if you have any questions you have. We could go for discussion over there. Yes, any questions, please. No questions. I was that good presentation. Yeah, any questions you have? Amit, the average package this year has gone to around 4 or 4.25 lakhs, and most of the students were all freshers. This year outgoing, which I'm talking. Thank you, Sen Gupta ji. I think regarding the international summer internships, I think we have a good contacts with the international summer internships at the Asian countries like Malaysia, Hong Kong, and all. If the students are interested to go to these countries for the summer internship, yes, we give them full support and all. They could have a better exposure if desired at these countries and all. Like Kuala Lumpur is a good port, Singapore is a great one, Colombo is a great port and all. Even Hong Kong is a very good port for containerized cargo. So if the students are interested, we give a full support from our department, to go for summer internships over here.